Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we got a lot to talk about because living paycheck to paycheck and worse, there's always a worse. Because if you're not living paycheck to paycheck and it gets worse than that, that is catastrophic. But we have solutions as always, hopefully for you. And are you ready for the hard work, though? That is the $1,000,000 question. Stay tuned and welcome to the SSN Nation Financial Friday Night Live Stream. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you once again for being here on the Financial Friday Night Live Stream. Hopefully, you had a great day. Sorry I'm a little bit late. But nonetheless, we have recall notices. Brian P., I'm going to get to it early. So don't worry tonight. But the first things first, the topic of the day, because this is what's happening out here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out, boys and girls. This is what you may have to look forward to as you get older. You see this on the screen. 44% of Americans, remember, 80% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 44% of them living paycheck to paycheck have incurred extra fees while waiting for payday. That's because there's late charges. So therefore, it even costs even more. So that disposable income that you would have had, they've had to use that to pay the late fees. That's probably what this is talking about here, or hopefully they're not doing the payday loans. But these three credit cards can help. There's solutions on the way. Oh my goodness. We love to hear this, don't we? Hold on a second. I have some things I need to clear on the board. All right, we got something. So, some of the things that could be a solution for you because the late fees, the cost of borrowing money is interest, the bank overdraft charges. Each of these are very different fees, sometimes from different entities, late fees, interest rates charged by your credit card issuer. Now, of course, tips for avoiding credit card fees if you're worried about being able to make the minimum payment for your card, or if you're trying to avoid interest charges, there are a few steps you can take ahead of time. I wonder what they are. All right, keep track. They're saying most people have that flat rate rewards cards, typically credit card options, Chime card. Okay, they're going down this line. This is on CNBC, by the way. Doesn't charge any annual fee, which is good. And it's a secured card, which means you have to put your own money on the card. But at least you won't be getting overdraft fees. That's one way to go. All right. City Simplicity card could be a good fit. It offers a 1.5 year long intro APR. 18 months. Remember what we talked about, that 775 credit score, at least trying to get there. A 700 score will do you good here. A 725, a 680 probably would do you good here. But once again, this is what you want to do, is why we wanted to do the 3-year program. The 3-year program expires December 31st, 2026. We knew this was coming 3 years ago. And we knew you needed a 775 or a high credit score so you can get these 0% interest rates for 18 months is good, but there's now 24 months. And I predict in the next 45 to 60 days, I always target September, but nonetheless, it's August, September, October, somewhere in there. I figured 36 months at 0%, but you're going to need that 770 score or 750, maybe higher, but you need the target. And the other thing is get a bank account outside the United States and get real estate or a business outside the United States. Any one of those will work. Tilt Essentials, and by the way, I'm going to put a link down below so you guys can come over here and check it out. If you want to do something, you'll earn 3% on gas and groceries every time you use it. That's a good thing. Doesn't require a security deposit. That's a good thing. They don't know what the actual. There are certain issuers like Discover that waive the fee for the first time. You pay up to $41 thereafter on an annual fee. Nonetheless, hopefully that can already start being a solution because there's always a way. You're just going to have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hopefully we started off the live stream that way. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. But we have more. The first thing, findhelp.org. That's the first place you need to go because there's lots of free help there. In fact, your everyday needs and services are there. Findhelp.org, courtesy of Matthew Lesko, the late night infomercial king from 20, 30, 40 years ago. Came on here about 2 years ago to give us that brilliant piece of information, findhelp.org. And if you have mental health or know somebody that does, 211 on your phone, 211.org. Because whenever there's an economy crisis, people lose their minds, rightfully so. You can't pay bills. You can't. Cars get repossessed. Houses get foreclosed upon. Bank accounts get closed. Overdraft fees, as they were talking about. All of this starts mounting up. And you know when people are rich and they have a stock market crash known as Black Friday or Black Monday, you can Google when it's happened in the past. People actually killed themselves, jumped out of windows, no less. That ought to tell you what type of stress people are under living paycheck to paycheck. But people are like, I lost money, but I can go home. I can do something, but they'd rather die. That you never underestimate what a person's mind is thinking when they're under stress and duress. Let me see who's in the house tonight talking about solutions. Look here. We have somebody trying to get me to do something else that I won't do. Post-retirement travel. Mr. Worldwide 2, who has the icon next to his name, which I humbly appreciate. And that means he's a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to subscribe and become a member of the channel, I would appreciate it. And he also is an investor. He's also paying attention to what's going on so he can maneuver. But once again, he brings his tagline to the Financial Friday Night Live Stream, SSN Nation style. And he says, hello all, let's do this. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. We have solutions. So if you don't like the findhelp.org, you don't like getting your free subway passes or your bus passes or some of your rent paid if you need some help or your mortgage payment or down payments for rent or mortgage. You don't need any caregiving or health care. You don't need any job training. That's not all. You should still go check out findhelp.org. If you're in the United States, you put in your zip code and you find out which nonprofits are going to help you. Go over there, show some love, smash the like button for a little love, and go on over there and check it out. You can do it while I'm talking right now. And let me know what you think. Because remember, 44% of the 80% are now getting extra fees because they are already at the top of their income ranges. That is very bad. Post-retirement travel, thank you once again for being in the house on this Friday night. I greatly appreciate it. And let's go to number 2 because we talked about it all this week. Let's go lovesai.com. You should go over there and check that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go over there and check this out right now because there's more to Let's Go Lovesai.com. Let me go see what that even looks like. Because we put in /business so you can get some free business help. But now I'm just going to Let's Go Loves AI. Oh, it automatically put in the business. So anyhow, you do the same thing. You just answer a few questions, then it populates. You put in your city, your state, or you put in your zip code. So let's just say let's just do 391075. All right, that should be in the state, I believe. We'll see where it is. I think that's the state of Florida, right? Should be. Hold on tight. We're digging. All right. So we're going to do this right now because this right here is for business. But don't worry, he has other things too. It's not just business. He has some other ones for other things, which is awesome. Another day for backing up the truck today. I loaded up with lots of stocks, candy stocks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Stock market, if you could afford it, is the place to be. It's going up, it's going down. It's going up, it's going down. Just what we talked about, right on cue. And by the way, for all of you who like doing bonds and treasury bonds, you might like 4.6, 4.7% rate. It's going to keep going because nobody is at the helm of the Federal Reserve doing a damn thing. They're not doing anything about over 3% inflation. They're letting it ride on out over the cliff. And who's going over the cliff? 44% of the 80% that are living paycheck to paycheck. That's half. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something while we're getting this populated. Do you understand the significance? If 8 out of 10 people, if 200 million people are living paycheck to paycheck, there's only 160 million of those people that are actually working. Do you understand? 44% of the 160 million are living paycheck to paycheck. Then you have a whole nother 100+ million who do not even have a job on the books. Do you see what the problem's going to be? Because the people that are working and making the money, see, they're not the ones getting the tax cut, tax breaks. Some of them are. But remember, if you make $125,000 a year, you're in the top 85 to 90 percentile. There's only 15 to 10% of the population that makes more than you. You understand there's over 300 million citizens in the United States. You understand the numbers, don't you? Let me go again. 300 million people, 350 million people in the United States. 160 million have a job. 44% of them will round down to 80, 70. So we'll go down to 70, 60 to be, 60 is more like it, 44%. We'll go down to 60 million of them are living paycheck to paycheck. So that means 100 million people have a job that's not living paycheck to paycheck. But 80% of the 100 million are living paycheck to paycheck. Round up to 90%, ladies and gentlemen. That looks like 20 to 30 million people are out of the fray who can't see what's coming next. Inflation 3.4%. Now you need some help? Do you hear me now? All right. Post-retirement travel is doing it his way. He's taking advantage of the stock market crash. You know what else you guys can take advantage of? If you knew how to do stock market trading when it's going down, you could be taking advantage by collecting a lot of money, making trades while it's sliding. You can make a lot of money, but it's high risk, high rewards. Or you can Google and do, or on YouTube, Google it too, search. You can do post-retirement travels wheel strategy and find out not only is he buying stocks, but he has the wheel strategy in place. You can study. That's probably a lot less riskier than actual trading. In fact, no, probably. It is. Just saying. All right. And again, you can get 4.69% on treasuries right now. Do you understand that treasuries go up when the economy is bad because people don't want to invest in America? And I'm not talking about Americans, I'm talking about outside, internationally. They need more interest to invest. So that's why it has to rise. It's at 4.69. That's 4.7. That's not a good sign. Everything's working according to plan. Who didn't see this coming 3 years ago? Everybody here already knew about it. Post-retirement travel knows he's backing up the truck when this thing goes down or down further or down further. Dollar cost average does matter. That's the beauty of this. Now, let's get down. If anybody's here, you can ask me if you want to look into this. This is free stuff for your business. So, picture this. You want to start a business, right? I'm going to put me back on screen real quick. You want to start a business. A lot of you out there watching this goes, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not a business person. I am scared. Well, why wouldn't you go to letsgolovesai.com/business? Because there's help to formulate a business, help for paperwork, help with insurance. They got a lot of nonprofits that help. And then the creme de la creme, if you need it, they get your business structured so you can actually get loans. How awesome is that? All for a little bit of cost. Let's go see. Let's go check this out. Is it really going to be a little bit of cost? We have solutions, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes some solution right now. Let's go. This is Las Vegas. How? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, hold on a second. Let me wait. What happened? I didn't want Las Vegas. We did Las Vegas last time. We got to go somewhere else. Let's go. Okay, I don't know where people are watching from. I'm not going to Cali because Cali has a lot of stuff. Nevada's going to have a lot of stuff. It does matter. Let's go to where, here we go. Florida. Let's go down to Florida, all right? We'll run a report for Florida. Oh, I got to pick a city. Sorry. A big city. Let's go Orlando. Could go Miami, too. We'll go Miami. I don't know how many. I think South Florida has more people. So we'll go to Miami. See what they got going on down there for the help. Let's see if they have any help for you. Okay, clear. I have to clear this now? Okay, let's go again. Florida. Then we're going to go Miami. Should go Miramar, but it's all right. Miami. All right, let's see what we got. They're going to generate something. Here we go. U.S. Small Business Administration. Okay. Yes, counseling. See, all you got to do is click here. But look, referrals to SBA. We don't want that. We don't want that. Provides guidance. No, we don't want that either. We want something else. Oh, wait, I see now. Counseling services provides business startup. See, this is what we're talking about. Business plans, cash flow analysis. See, hold on. What about this? Hold up. There's estimated costs. Free counseling and training. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? Boys and girls, when you think there's no help out here, there's help out here. Let's go lovesai.com/business. Okay, notice free again over here. University of Central Florida, USF, or UCF, sorry. provides financial preparation and lender readiness support. That's all you can ask for. You don't need to ask for anything else, just a little help with some things. Counseling. These are colleges. Black people, Orlando. Okay, it's doing the whole state. This is in Orlando. Provides bilingual business consulting. There we go, bilingual. Gotta love that. Business plan help. Oh, gotta love that. Legal and accounting referrals. Gotta love that. Marketing assistance. Gotta love that. Seminars. Gotta love that. Technical assistant for Hispanic owned businesses. Which, didn't it say black? Okay, good. Eligibility. Generally serves Hispanic entrepreneurs, small business owners in Florida. Applicants may need an intake form, proof of business, or startup concept. I love this. Startup concept, so that does not block anybody. Gotta love that, ladies and gentlemen. SCORE is in Orlando. So this is limited what's happening. Oh, okay, maybe it's Orlando. It's 39075 Orlando. No, 32810, 32801. But anyhow, all of this is free. There's another free. Does not provide loans or grants, but mentors, may help entrepreneurs prepare business plans, financial projections. That's all you can ask for. Because once you prepare your business plan, once you actually have financial projections, once you have an actual plan, you can actually get the vaunted funding or sponsors or nonprofits or see, you have options once you looking legitimate by having your business set up, all right? How much does it cost? Nothing. Now, to formulate a business, it's going to cost you in the state of Florida, isn't it like $134? All right? That's it. $134. I mean, living paycheck to paycheck. Nonetheless, if you want to go out and try to start your own business, there you go. Okay, somehow we got, oh, it's just all over the place. Tallahassee, Florida Commerce, Venture Women's Business Center at Florida Tech in Melbourne. Look at this. Looks like provides one-on-one business coaching. Look at that. They got people all over. You got to go find them. You can find me right here. I don't even charge. No Guru Zone. You can hit me up at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. I'll give you a little one-on-one business training, not coaching really. Programs, mentoring, leadership development, business planning. I only do it on email. Because if I really got to do some mentoring stuff by phone and all this stuff, I'm sorry. I charge you. And it's over $1,000 an hour. Just letting you know, all right? So you guys get everything for free, what I talk about. Jim Moran Entrepreneurship is in Tallahassee. How come we don't have nothing in Miami? I don't understand. Financial assistance is there. Counseling service offers small business executives program. CEO peer learning. Entrepreneurship training, business strategy education, leadership development, nonprofit management programs over there in Tallahassee. Jim Moran Institute for Global Entrepreneurship. Free counseling and training. Come on now. Broward County, you're not left out, but this is Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development. Free counseling and training as well. Small business certification support. Hey, that's for some of those state funds, federal funds. When they start doing that, you need that certification, technical assistant workshops, export readiness, procurement guidance. Like I said, procurement guidance. That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Business attraction, expansion assistance, and entrepreneurship resources. Oh my God. Free. Again, Palm Beach County, Miami Bayside Foundation, counseling, financing. What's they got going on? Provides business education, technical assistance, mentoring, workshop, support services for minority entrepreneurs. Miami Bayside Foundation at Miami, 33131. Nice. You just go there, call. Here you go. You can call, you can send an email. Come on, man. There's your free help, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over the country, courtesy of Matthew Lesko. What can I tell you? I love that guy. He's been helping people for years, 50 of them. All right, let's go. Eric, I sent you a few videos of Galaxy Project Advances. We're still planning to travel there mid-September to make arrangements. Since we're both retired, we'll spend all the necessary time in country. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Spend some time. You're gonna actually see what it feels like to live there. I know you stayed there, but you're gonna feel what it's like to stay at Galaxy if you're gonna stay at Galaxy for a month or 4 weeks. Then you'll be like a local. You'll be able to see like, hey man, let me see how I'm gonna get around here. Are we gonna have a rent a car? Am I gonna have to call Uber? Or what was the other one? I can't remember. But not Lyft, but there's another one. InDrive, I think it was InDrive. But you're gonna find out where's the grocery store at. Where do I got to go get something to eat? Where am I gonna pick up late night at 7 at night? Where am I going to get some stuff? Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. And then you'll find out how people really act. Just saying. Just stay. I hope you stay there like a month, at least a month. That'd be awesome. Let me know. I didn't see those pictures though. That's weird. Oh, by the way, speaking of weird, let me get started with something real quick. Oh, I'll do 2 things at once, or 5 things at once, because I got to see if there's anybody else running around out here, because we got all kind of things going on. By the way, speaking of things going on, if you want a property in the Dominican Republic, I'm trying to just give my property away. That's it. You just take over my contract. 2 bedroom, 2 bath at Larimar City and Resort, $169,000. So obviously, it's worth more than that potentially because they're selling the ones in the back. We have unobstructed ocean view, Farallon, boardwalk views, nobody in front of us. The building behind us, Tower 4, they're selling the 11th floor, which is where I'm at, for $235,000. But I'm a motivated buyer. Just keep that in mind. I'm motivated. I want to get rid of it. Just take over my payments. You got to give me some down payment money. But I'm motivated. And by the way, you only owe after you give me some money. You only owe like 115. All right? Just so you know. Or 114. Just say 115 because round up. All right? So it's a win-win. And since they're not going to deliver December 2026, probably like December 2027 maybe. And that's a maybe for the overzealous people. Let's call it 2028, but they're going to make you pay early. All right? Just keep that in mind. They're going to try. All you got to do is hold steadfast. But no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, 2 bedroom, 2 baths on the 11th floor, a 250 to 300 square foot balcony. Interior, though, is kind of small. It's 800 square feet, 810, 820, whatever. 2 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, full kitchen. And LarimarCity.com is where you can go to check it out. But those are renderings, keep in mind. They don't have nothing done. Regardless of what videos you see, all they have is a pool over there that looks very, very nice right now called Origin. Never mind. Origin. And that's what they really have. Everything else, they're still building. And right now, they're all gray matter, meaning all cement. All right? So if anybody ever says there's a golf course, yes, they're supposed to have it. They're not done. They're not building it. It's 2 years, 3 years from now. All right? 5-star hotels. There's no 5-star hotels. There are 3.5 to 4-star hotels. Sonestas, James. They haven't started building those either. All I'm saying is that's why I'm motivated. Because we were supposed to get it delivered September 2025. And now it's September 2026 coming up. And they're not done because they haven't even finished the towers yet. They haven't even finished none of the towers. The closest ones is Tower 3 and 4. They're on the 14th or 15th they're on the 14th, 15th floor. Or close to that. The other towers are around 9 and 10. But they're all grayed out. There's no walls or nothing. So they got to put in all the walls, all the windows. Can't even start that yet. Because you still have people having to build the units. All right. Not a great sales pitch, is it? I know. All right. Sorry. That's not a good sales pitch. I get it. Kind of funny. Okay, where was I going with this. Oh, yes. Oh, we have video. We have video, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that? Let me see if I can do something here so I can show. Second, I kind of blew it. I think I blew this. Geeks. Gotta get out of here. How can I get out? Oh, there we go. Okay, I got out. Now let's get back. Okay. Um, I don't want to add this. I don't want to add this because it's not private enough. I don't want to add it. Come on now. What happened? Trying to help you guys. All right, looks like I'm back. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Still in the house. Looks like we had a little problem. This is not good. All right, let's go. Let's go see what this is. I don't know if this is it or not. We're having all kind of technical difficulties. Let me see. Do we still have the chat room in play? Yes, we do. Check out your emails. We got chat room in play. Very nice. I do have the video. I have a problem though because the the I need to separate the video in reality. I don't really want to show it uh, unless you don't mind me showing your name. Um, I have to figure out how to separate it, and that's just a reset, shut down, everything reset. I'm back in the game plan, but uh, here I'll do it. Oh yes, I can. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One other thing, I won't be on too long tonight. I'm in the lab right now. I'm working on something. Um, Getting a lot of information. You know what it's like learning. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning. It's pretty wild. Oh, it looks like we have several items to download and check out. Beautiful. This is going to be good then. This is great. Post retirement travel, getting some video from the galaxy. In case people don't know where this is also Dominican Republic. That's where Larimar City and Resort is, larimarcity.com. Okay, that's weird. You can go check that out too, that I mentioned. And if you want to get in touch with me, take over payments, make an offer. The minimum is 34 grand. So how do you like that? 34, 35, take over payments, and you owe 115. That means effectively you bought it for less than 169. Just saying. How about that? And you just assume my loan and take over the remaining payments. What a win-win-win. And Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't know. Okay, I can do several things, but I don't want to do that one. We'll figure it out in a second. We will figure it out in a second. Because I got to go through a bunch of hoops when I have the shutdown. So I see Brian P's in the house. Welcome, Mr. Dividend, to the SSN Nation Financial Friday Night Live Stream. I appreciate it. He brings his tagline, another investor's here. Happy day, Eric. I hope all is well with you and your family. Happy day, SSN family. Smash that like button. That's what I like to hear. We are making money in here. Yeah, doggone right. That's how we do it. And we're hoping everybody else check your emails. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. Why don't I just do this? Why don't we just start right here? Now that you mentioned it, I'll just start with this right now. Then we'll get to some videos of the Galaxy at Cana Rock, where's the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Dominican Republic, on the grounds on the golf course is where the Galaxy is. But we're going to start with something else. We're going to get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to like it. You better watch your food supply. Why do we have these things that happen? Yeah, I see. On other platforms, we're whited out. How cute. No worries. We see how it is. Don't we? It has to do with some bread. Check your emails. I already tried to get this off. What's happening? Not liking it, huh? Oh, not like nice. All right. So am I frozen? Looks like I'm frozen. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Uh-oh, got a problem. Mic check, mic check. Here we're back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, check your emails. Post-retirement Eric, you're willing to unload Larimar at a loss? What a present to any buyer. That's exactly right. It's not really a loss. The point is I just getting my money back. That's all. Um, but yeah, it's a deal. Because basically they're not even spending 169 and it's valued at 235 because that's what they're selling the ones in the back for that have partial view. You are on 11th floor, have straight out view to the ocean, straight out view to the city, straight out view to their boardwalk, Farallon, pools, and whatever else is going to ultimately be there, hotels and all that. But you're above the hotels. Hotels are going to be probably 5 floors high. You'll be 11, so you have straight out views, standing in your living room, standing in either bedroom. Straight out views. Pretty nice. Cheap. Wait a minute. Who's going to get 2023 prices? That could be you who's watching this right now. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com is how you reach me. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. My name is Eric. Very easy. What's this? Product recall after bread pulled from IGA shelves. That's not good. IGA, I've seen that store somewhere. It's in the South, I think. The recall of bakery items sold in IGA has been expanded after concerns were raised that the product could cause serious allergic reactions. No, yeah, IGA, isn't that like a South thing? But it's saying Food Standards Australia, New Zealand said on Thursday that consumers should be wary of goods with all best before dates up to and including August 16, 2026. So so IGA is worldwide? Here's what the bread looks like. Noosa Gourmet, brioche rolls. Yikes. How do I know? If you have a recall product, said the recall notice only applies to products that do not declare the allergens listed. Okay, this is not, this is good. I mean, not good, but it's gourmet bread, but it looks like it's in another country. So I'm not saying it's a good thing, but that's all I can say about it. That's crazy right now. So that's a kind of a little sigh of relief, just a little. All right, I'm having all kind of, what the, oh, that's not good either. Sheesh. All right, we'll go a different route then. We'll go to a different location. All right, we got a dishwasher situation. Dishwashers recalled due to serious risk of injury, death from shock and electrocution, imported by AZ Home Concept. Oh my goodness. A pressure washer. The recall pressure washers lack an integral ground fault circuit interrupter, GFCI. Some of you may know that's in your kitchen nowadays. And because the power cord is short, it may encourage use of an extension cord, posing serious risk of injury or death from shock and electrocution. Remedy refund. Recall date August 13th, 1,694 units. Oh, man. It's not safe in America. It's not safe. I told you guys we live in a third world country. This is what they do to third world countries. Send all kind of cheap products and clothing that help mess with your body, your soul, your mind, or kill you. This is not a surprise. Holy smokes. All right. Well, I'll put this one in there too for everybody around the internet that's watching us. We got to save people. This is crazy. Let me look further into this because electric, it's called Com Owner Electric Pressure Washers model HD as in David, 14, P as in Paul, Z, and HX18. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. Consumers should stop using recall pressure washers immediately and contact AZ Home Concept for a full refund. Links are down below. You can check it out. Sold online at Amazon for 150. What? 150 bucks for this? Sheesh. That's not good. But it was sold in Amazon. I'm surprised there's more than only 1,600 done. Sheesh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Mr. Brian P. He's the one watching out for you more than me. He's even more on the humans, helping out humans. That's our motto here, helping everybody out. Okay, I don't know who this is. Kululi. Recalls 10 liter and 15 liter mini fridges due to fire and burn hazards. Oh, yeah. August 13 recall date. You guys can see this on screen? I hope. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, you guys can see that. All right, this is crazy. This is crazy. Mini fridges, very simple. If you ordered one of these, that's you. Does this look familiar? You got a recall, don't use it. Short circuits, posing fire and burn hazards. Need to replace. Replace, I'm scared. Sheesh. 19 reports already, smoking, sparking, burning, melting, overheating, catching fire, resulting in property damages totaling more than 80,000. Ay. This is what I'm talking about. And then they're going to have to go to their insurance company. Their insurance company is going to go something like, well, it was probably not our fault, not your fault, but denied. Fix your house or fix whatever's burnt up. And I know it's going to cost you 100 and 200,000 or whatever. It's going to cost you 50,000, but we ain't covering it. Sue us. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're out here doing. Man, oh man. That's crazy. And if there's 19 people that said something, There's probably a lot more who did not say anything. All right. Okay. No matter where you're watching from, make sure you smash the like button. We're out here trying to save lives, not just financially, but also with the products and services that you are utilizing. Food's bad, products bad, can burn down your house. This is what a third world country looks like, just so you understand. I told you guys know I've been here for 5, 6 years. You guys know the motto. You live in a third world country, you just don't know it yet. That's because you refuse to believe it, because you've grown up with the propaganda. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, by the way, you know what else happens when you go to a third world country or developing nation? Shrinkage. So you go in and you see stuff and it costs less, but the packs are smaller than they are in America. America is now starting to shrink packaging. Check it out at the grocery store. You'll notice. All right. They started shrinkflation. So even though inflation is 3.4, it's way more than that. But when they shrink the product, that means you're paying more for less, which actually means your inflation number is actually higher, just so you understand. Yamazuki recalls youth all-terrain vehicles, ATVs, due to risk of serious injury or death from crash hazard, violates mandatory standard for ATVs. Ay, ay, ay. Stay away from these things, kids. And older people. I know people use these things. I've had friends that have effed up their bodies because they got in a crash on these things. And the one friend that got a crash in Mexico, they had him they had him in the hospital because it was kind of serious. They had armed guards at the door, so they couldn't leave. So they had to have people wire money to the friends so that they could pay for services so she wouldn't be held hostage. No lie. Youth all-terrain model XW-A19. That's what it's looking like. This simple ATV comes in several different colors. Is that different colors? Oh, these are cool colors. But because the parking brakes fail to hold and the ATV's speed limiting device is not set to the restricted speed required for children aged 6 and older, posing a crash hazard. The ATVs are missing the required rear safety reflectors, reducing visibility of the youth ATV to other vehicles, posing a deadly crash hazard. Remedy is only repair. August 13th, there's 1,000 of these things, 1,050. XWA17. So not only do they have XWA19, they have XWA17 both on recalls. My, this is bad. Yamazuki's Quisette or Hoverheart, branded youth ATVs, 40 cubic centimeters, gasoline, were sold in blue, pink, red, green camouflage, and American flag motif. Nothing like to put on the flag for people to buy some more. Consumers should stop using the recalled ATVs immediately and contact Yamazuki for a free repair kit, really, including shipping. She's sold Amazon. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the third world country. Just saying. Ay, man, this is disgusting. All right, I can't take no more of this. I can't take any more. I can't take any more. We got to get into helping people. This is helping people, but I can't. This is disgusting. You're just not safe out here. Ritchie Design recalls carbon bicycle forks. Oh my God. Due to risk of serious injury or death from fall. 775 units. The alloy insert located in the front crown hole of the carbon fork can come loose, causing the accessory to fall off, land on the bike's front wheel, posing a risk of serious injury or death from a fall or a crash hazard. You can't have your forks separating, ladies and gentlemen. That's not good. Richie, as you can see, Richie, Ritchey, carbon fiber bicycle forks with a crown hole. That's all you need to know. Let's see, sold at Chico, California, Adrenaline Bikes, Orange County, California, Excel Sports, Boulder, Colorado. Let's see, not good. Online, including richielogic.com from July 2024 through June 2026. And this is made in the USA. Richie Design of Reno, Nevada. But wait, hold on. That's the importers. Manufactured in Taiwan. Yikes. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, enough. I can't take no more of this. This is crazy right now. I can't take any more of it. This is just bad news all over the place. Yamazukis, kids. This is crazy. This is just insane. Everybody. This is all bad. You see how many of those there are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is scary out there. Tell your parents. We even have mattresses catching on fire now. That's even a trip. Hold on, let's just do this last one because there's some people right now. I don't even know how this is happening. We got to go get this up for you. We got to find out what's going on here. Why isn't this not being added? Okay. Let's go. Where is this mattress at? Mattresses recalled due to risk of serious injury or death from fire hazard. Violate mandatory standard of mattress flammability. Sold on Amazon by QABEFY. Quabifi. QA. B as in boy. E. F as in Frank. Y. The recall mattress violate the mandatory flammability standard, posing a risk. Refund. Remedy. Immediately. 774 of them. Sold online at Amazon between November 2025 through March 2026 for $120 to $140. Made in China. Now you guys understand what's happening, yet still in denial. You are the mark. Jeez, this is sad. All right, I can't go any further because this is so disgusting. All these problems out here. All of them. This is crazy. Let's see here. Let's. Because. And they see a lot of ads. It's not me. I went in my back office because I didn't adjust any ad stuff for the Wednesday night live stream, and unbelievably, they had ads like every 2 or 3 minutes. It was like stacked up like, and the thing we did like a 2 hour live stream. Every 3 minutes it looked like, or a minute and a half in some instances. They were so close. On live streams, the live stream, I never have ads during the live stream, but now they probably insert them. I don't even know. So it's not my fault immediately after the live stream if you see it. I won't get around to dealing with this because it takes time to render. And so sometimes it's 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour by YouTube. So if you get these ads, it's not my fault. The next day when I wake up, I can adjust it, but usually I can't adjust it immediately. So just letting you know. All right. Okay, what else was I going to do? Real quick while I'm here. I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm in the lab right now. I'm putting together some stuff. All right. It's big time. It's really big time. I'm formulating a plan is what I'm trying to say. I'm doing research. That's what I'm trying to say. Doing research and formulating a plan because I'm doing research. And like I told you guys before, I'm just going to come out of retirement. I've been trying to, when I was trying to do DR thing. Oh, what happened? What's going on? Oh, okay, I see. Trying to do the DR thing. I was coming out of retirement. That didn't go well. But that's because I relied on some other people. I don't have to rely on nobody else this time. This time, I'm just doing everything myself with the help of an SSN Nation member, by the way. And so, therefore, there is no loose ends. There is nobody that can't come through because I'm doing it 110% with help. So, all I can tell you is it's going to be one for the ages. And it's also, I might as well just tell you guys now, we have plenty of time, but it's not going to happen until January of 2028. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. I can't tell you anything else. I gave you some clues before, but I can't say anything else at this time. That's the only thing I know. Oh, I do know more than that, which isn't going to help you, but January 9th, 2028 is when it's going to go down officially. All right? So, have a long runway. And when you have long runways, you can hone your skill sets even better and take over even better. This is going to be a total, I've used the word before for the DR. They got upset. Did I cover? It's Friday night, right? We got story night. We did the SSN lifestyle. But in 2023, I was saying DR takeover. So when I'm over there late 2023, talking to some of these developers, talking to some of these brokers, talking to some of these people selling real estate and commercial, a few of them said, "Hey man, we watched your video. What do you mean you're trying to take over?" I said, "What do you mean? What you feel a little certain way?" They said, "Yeah, we feel a certain way, man. You ain't taking over nothing." I said, "Hold on, man. Hold on. What are you trying to say right now? We feel a certain way? What do you mean you feel a certain way? I was just talking about I'm trying to do some real estate deals. But yeah, if you're offended by this, I don't understand because you guys are messing up. I see an opening because you guys don't do certain things that you should be doing, mainly customer service after somebody buys something from you, for starters, and all this lying you guys do all the time. Instead of telling people 5 years to have delivery like you should, you tell them 2 or 3. I said, so that's what I meant by takeover. Because then once I show up and I tell people it's 5 years, give them a 5-year plan, then therefore they're going to buy from me because the payments are going to be lower. And I'm going to have a video camera that shows what's happening on the site 24 hours a day so they can always see it. You guys ain't doing that because you ain't got the cojones. They're like, man, we don't even like you any further now. You talking to us like disrespectful. I said I should. You're messing up the program. I got investors over here. You guys are the cause of why this shit is fucking up. Oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry you have kids. But this is exactly what we had conversations on. And from then I'm on like, hold on, man. You disrespecting us like this? I said, no, you're disrespecting the real estate game over here. You guys done messed up the game because the last 3 years, all these shenanigans, that means 2 years from now, we're going to have a problem. Or shall I say, you're going to have a problem. I'm not going to have a problem because my delivery date wouldn't be until 2028, 2029. You're going to have a problem. And here we are, 2 years later and a half. All right, let's go. Let's go. Where are we going to go now? I put some, oh, that, I just put a link, which is the live stream video. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to put in the links for the car, the bicycle recalls and things like that. All right, no matter where you watch. Oh, I know why I was doing that now. I know why I was doing that. Let me go do some other things. I'm doing some on the fly. Oh, now I'm blocked on another platform? Jeez. Oh, there we go. It popped up. Finally. Here we go. This is what I need first. And then I need something else second. Where is it? It's not AI. It's free help. It's it's out here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Living paycheck to paycheck is no fun. Let me know your guys' story. Here's what you got to do. You also have a year and a half from now. You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck? Well, you better start opening up your phones. Even though social media is about to jack people, because people that are getting paid, the people on the lower end of the scale, like me, who don't get a check anyhow, but once every 3, 4, 5 months, that's nice, YouTube. I appreciate it. But nonetheless, uh, they're reducing the commissions or payouts all over the platforms. They want to keep all the money themselves. How many people have noticed the new the programmatic ads that YouTube have? They have ones that they send that clear one that I was talking about a year ago. They send the normal ad that you can skip, or now they're sending ads you can't skip. Or you can just pay us $100 a year. No ad on certain things for almost 90% of things. But you see now they have different ads that are popping up all over your screen. Sliding in, skippables, crazy work. That's another ad impression for them. Here I am helping them, even though they don't like showing our channel to the masses, or the masses don't like the channel, what I discussed. But either way, they send it out and they get, what is it? I believe it's 55. No. They get 45% or 40%, and I would get to keep 55% or 60. Man, that's a hell of a business. All these ads that pop up all the time, and they're getting 55 to 60% of the $10, the $15, the $5 per 1,000. I wonder how many millions of views. But all I'm going to say is you too can join the party or not. But I've been a big stickler. The book is right here. That's my brother's book, Star Cruiser Falcon 1 and 2. They're in bookstores. They're on online bookstores. The Audible should be on Amazon. I haven't even checked it out in a minute. Let me go check it out after this. And it's free, I believe. One of the versions is free. Runtime matters. Just so you know, you can get paid. Runtime could be free, still get paid. Check still comes. See what I'm saying? All right. You can sell your book on there. Which one of these is being sold on Amazon and other locations? If you buy it, digital download it, checks in the mail. Self-publish is a good thing. Check in the mail. So everybody has a story. I'm big on this. IP, intellectual properties. A movie could be made with this. You want to get a check, don't you? You want residuals, don't you? Your story could be a story for short stories, for documentaries, for sci-fi. Whatever your story is, you might want to write a book and get the copy written and get yourself onto these platforms, so then maybe somebody will make a short story. One of them 1 minute, 2 minute stories that people watch and an ad comes across, that kind of thing. That would be sweet, right? You get some of the money too. Just saying. All right. By the way, we'll have a book. Since I'm going to be here for a minute and I'm now motivated to do some things, to do some damage to the establishment. If you don't know my story, I try to help people, get you guys out of your misery. That's why today, living paycheck to paycheck, we're talking about some things that you could do. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's very hard. So what is that number one thing you need? You got to reduce your debt. It's going to be very hard to reduce your debt when your debt is already at paycheck to paycheck levels. So then you have to start sacrificing. You know how sometimes people say, I got to do bankruptcy. Or sometimes people say, well, I can't afford the house. I'm just going to walk away. Free up that money to do something else, another alternative, move in with family, friends, relatives, whatever. Give yourself some breathing room so you can recoup. It's not going to be the end of the world. Just look at it this way. You have a president who's filed bankruptcy 6 times or 7. Or stiff people, same thing. He just didn't file bankruptcy. So, I mean, so if he can stiff people and file bankruptcy 6, 7 times, so can you. People will be leaving their homes shortly, just so you understand. There's already 10 to 15% of homes where people haven't paid their mortgage in over a year. You're not the only one living paycheck to paycheck. There's a bunch of people. This is a repeat of a rolling situation. 2004 is where we're at right now. In the overall scheme of things, 2004, 2005, that's where we're at right now. I should clip this stuff, but I don't know how to do it. So just letting you know, you got to get prepared. And part of that preparation is ownership, because you live paycheck to paycheck. We have solutions. It doesn't cost you anything to talk into your phone. It doesn't cost you anything to put that file into artificial intelligence, which is free. You don't have to pay for it. And have them create the book for you. Just saying. Or at least use that as a template is all I'm trying to say. You can get it out of that and then write it yourself. But at least you have a template on your own story because you know it's your story. I think that's one of the most powerful things that you can do right now. Because it takes less than $100 to copyright. So I just find this very fascinating. Because once you create that, at least you have 2 vertical stacks. You have audio. You have an audio book now. And then you can actually have a book on demand from a self-published location and could be ordered. So you could be in the book business. Which, by the way, I got to talk to my friend because he's got to hurry up with his book number 1. I'm in book number 2 with him. We're co-writing book number 2, and he's not getting this stuff handled. And we have a publisher that said, yes, come on down. Like I said, if they ever made a movie, nobody's going to believe this is real life. You guys have seen movies before. Everybody's seen all kind of crazy. But nobody would see like this is real life. Some of the stuff, yes. A lot of stuff, no. Because there's no way this would happen. But anyhow, that's how it goes. So you always have a lever. Doing your own story is a lever. Creating a story is a lever. It might take time, yes. But you have this. Make use of it. All right? Tell the tale. And more people than not can associate with you on that. So that helps you out in the long run. Marketing is pretty cheap as well. You want to have a book, you can. I tried to get my brother to come on and talk about his Star Cruiser Falcon series. And publishing. And what he had to do self-publishing. But he never would. Weird. But there's people like that. I asked him like 10 times before he passed away. Hey, we're in the same house. Why don't you just come on down the hallway? No, wouldn't do it. He'd say okay at first. Then when I have the live stream, I'm like, hey, you want to come on with me tonight? Let's go in about 15, 20 minutes. Nope. I was like, man, what the heck? But this is how artists are. Just never know what motivates them. His motivation wasn't making money with this book. Even though I found the book on friends of mine's shelves. I'm like, that looks like that is. What the heck? What do you think about this book? Oh, it's pretty cool. I like it. I got the second version too. I'm like, what the? They don't even know my brother. That's the funny part. They didn't even know he's my brother. Duran Drake. Unbelievable. crazy stuff. You like sci-fi? Look at this book I got, as another friend said. I'm like, that's Star Trek. What? And then when I tell them it's my brother, they're like, no, it's written by Duran Drake. I'm like, yeah, that's a pen name. Like, that's what authors do. All right. But again, an option for you. You have social media. Yes, I know it's tedious. You got to do something. But you never know. You might catch that lightning in a bottle. You might go viral. That helps you out. And they have so many different platforms. And just so you understand, maybe I'll do it a different way. You want a little bit of help to make some money? Unfortunately, I can't help you right now with that other than what I'm telling you. But I'm putting a vehicle in place. So if you do have a book, if you do make an audio book, if you do make it into an audio book that turns it into an AI movie, are you getting the drift? Now, the AI movie part, just saying, that means anybody else can swipe it and use it and you have no copyrights. Just saying, that's a whole nother internal situation that you may have to deal with. But I have something coming by the grace of God, which he's already graced me. So I already know it's coming because I'm doing it 100% myself. Well, I don't mean that. I have help. We always have help. I have a special helper, assassination helper. So therefore, I always say I, but it's not I. It's a we project. Implementation has to be done by someone else. I can only implement so much. I don't know everything. All right? I don't know everything. But the point is, once it's implemented, hint, hints I'm giving you, you could be making money a different way. But you're going to need ownership assets. Just saying, did I not say film? Did I not say music? Did I not say audio books, audio on demand, video on demand? Those are all opportunities. Once you create the IP, then you can do the on demand part. Everybody loves stream. Oh, hold on. 18 to 49-year-olds is the biggest portion of streaming. The old gray-haired people, and I'm getting gray too, still watch TV. But less and less of them are watching TV because they're dying. And that metric of 18 to 49, heavily into streaming, gaming, everything stream. TV, linear TV, bye-bye. It's not going bye-bye entirely, but this is why you have layoffs in the TV and industries, the traditionals. And it's very hard out here because there's so many things streaming. People's attention span is getting shorter and shorter, which is not good. And that's why YouTube, Google, and everybody else is putting more ads into streaming when you're on these platforms. Because they have to. Just to make more money. $1 trillion is not enough. 500 billion is not enough. 200 billion is not enough. They just need to keep making billions. And only sharing it with a few select of their friends and investors. You invest in Apple? Come on. You invest in JP Morgan Chase, JEPI, JEPQ, and get a dividend? Passive income? Are you going to reduce your debt after this? You should, by any means necessary. Because then you'll have some money freed up to make your dreams come true. Just saying. All right? Okay. I'm going to make this short because this is going to go out to the podcast networks, iHeartRadio, iTunes. Matthew Lesko has everything that can help you. You need some more help, you can go to lescohelp.com. LESKOHELP.com. You can go see Let'sGoLovesAI.com/business. Put in your city and state or your zip code. That'll tell you all the free services and training and mentorship, entrepreneurship, paperwork that you can go sign to start a business and get funding for it. That's right. So hopefully I gave you a few things to think about. One last thing, since we've had up and down in the stock markets, how can I forget? I got to make sure you get the Candlestick Trading Bible. I just found out after I was all happy about my website, the new one that AI made, it was just a courtesy thing because they gave me credits. Then they started telling me I got to pay like $10 a month, $20 a month, $30 a month, whatever it was, on top of my hosting fee. Have you lost your mind? I'll just create a website, okay? It's not that serious. But speaking of that, you got to learn how to do some candlesticks. This is stock market trading. Just like we started off, this is one way if you have the disposable income to start. I would advise. You don't want to start with $200, $300, $500 or anything like that. You might want to have 1,000 or more. I realize 70% of the population does not have $1,000. But that would not be you who would start taking the idea that you're going to start stock market trading. Stock market trading, if you're successful, you're at home. You don't have to leave. You can do whatever you need to do. And take the time to learn to invest. Yes, it's going to take a few months. Don't just dive in. Don't go with the old school thing about I'm just going to dive in, lose some money. 90 to 95% of people in trading lose. Whether they start, it's the same number for starting out, is the same number for people in it. This is why they all have courses that's on YouTube. This is the No Guru Zone. We don't have a course. But I do have this course that you can study yourself. It's over 160 pages. Learn the candlestick patterns if you're going to trade. Learn how to mark up a chart if you're going to trade. This is the long-term version. It might take you a month just to read through this, but I advise you, if you're going to do this, I will give you the advice, is that you should probably get a free trading account. So then that way, while you're reading, you can also look at today's chart or past charts in the demo version, which is free. So 2 for 1. So I'll give you tradingview.com. They have a lot of brokers in the United States regulated. They give free demo accounts. Sign up. You don't have to put money in. That way you can actually trade using a demo account. And are you going to be disciplined enough to treat it as if I'm in the demo account, I'm going to act like it's real? That takes a Jedi mind trick, because you realize on one hand, I can take chances because it's free and it's a demo account. It's play money. But if you're serious, then you're going to have to treat it as every trade that you do, you have to, in your mind, block out that it's play money. You have to play like it's your money, because then you'll take it a little more seriously when you get to that. You can play it first just to get your the way you're going to do trading down. Everybody trades differently. All right, so you can do that part. But I personally like where you can upload crypto, which you can to them too, to make it immediately available. And I like it where if you do be profitable and want to take the money out, then you can. Just remember, you're going to have taxation situations in most instances. But see, I use CoinEx. And why do I use CoinEx? Because it's not in the United States, a broke country. That's all I'm saying. It's not regulated in the United States. Some people would say that's bad. I say, why is that bad? A broke country is having a war. A broke country is making sure we're buying beef from Argentina. What are we talking about? Broke country means we're going to bail out a bunch of corporations and farmers and everybody else. Come on. So you understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know who keeps saying trust. I've had money stolen by the federal government out of my bank account. I've had money stolen out of the state of California. You know what they did? They took money out of my account. I don't even know what for to this day because I was pissed. I don't even remember. All I know is I went down because I needed some money to pay my mortgages or something. So it was whatever, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it was. And the bank teller tells me I'm sorry. I'm like, what do you mean sorry? What? They're like, I'm sorry. Uh, you don't have no money in your account. Well, what can you tell me? Oh, you need to go to you got something in the mail. This is back in the day. I was like, what do you mean I got something in the mail? Why don't you just tell me what's going on? I need money. I got mortgages to pay. They're like, well, I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you right now. And I'm pissed, of course. So I get home, I find a letter from the state of California. I'm like, what? What's this? It said, I can't remember even what it said at this day. This was a long time ago. I called them up. I said, hey, what's going on? I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. I don't owe whatever you're saying I owe. They said, well, here's what we'll do. After I explained to them, I don't know what the hell you're talking about and this can't be true. And they start saying, little backpedal. They said, well, if you send us X amount of money, we'll call the bank or send paperwork to the bank where they can release X amount of money. I was like, are you tripping right now with what you're saying? First of all, I don't owe you any money. You need to call up and get it canceled. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Not today. I need some paperwork from you. And she starts listing some stuff off. I'm like, I got to go to the bank for this stuff. I got to go to like 2 places. I said, why can't you just take a receipt? Or why can't I just show you some bank statement? Oh, no, we're not going to take that. Yeah, but you took my money without calling me or anything. So anyhow, it took me 3 days, 4 days to get paperwork to show that I shouldn't have my account hacked, attached, money stolen. But I will say one thing. At least around the 5th or 6th day, so a week goes by, they sent a letter over to the bank and said you can release his money because they have a hold. It's a hold in essence. And they release it after, I think, 15 days or whatever. Or 30 days it might have been. I just can't remember. But anyhow, so if you were living paycheck to paycheck and you didn't have another bank or no money, or no duffel bag of cash, and you couldn't have paid your stuff, you'd have been screwed. Because most people would have paid on their due dates. So you would have been late. So you would owe more. But after I gave them the paperwork, they sent the stuff over to release it. And that right there was the start of I am never trusting a bank. And then, of course, I have the stories, in case you're new here, where Bank of America, Wells Fargo also stole money from me. One, they claimed that me and another person opened up a bank account with the same number. One lived in Woodland. That wasn't me. I lived in Sacramento. But the bank in the short story said, how do we know which one of you took the money? I said, that's pretty simple. Which one of us came to the bank asking why they don't have any damn money? I was like, I said, I only wrote one check and it came back 101. It came back because it said it bounced and the check is $30. I was like, why would I be here asking where my money is if I was the one that took the money out? And don't you guys have cameras? So after I ultimately get booted out. I'll just make this short. I'm making a big fuss. Black guy arguing in a bank. Police show up. Yeah, it's a lovely day, a lovely week. Do you think I got my money back? No. Banks are treacherous. We don't know which one of you, even though the lie. You guys signed up at the same time, so we gave you the same bank account. I'm like, yeah, but he ain't in the bank asking where the money is he? I am. There must be a reason. And I don't live in Woodland either. So I have no You guys are tripping right now, so I got pissed. So, uh, yeah, that didn't go well. Bank of America, same nonsense. Federal government, same nonsense. Doesn't matter. Our Lyles, I see you. Thank you for being in at the other location. Instagram. Appreciate the love. Candlestick Trading Bible. Then you can go get your CoinX, ladies and gentlemen, to get your demo account and start your journey. Because once again, at least you'll have your own life. You'll be the CEO of your life if you have the disposable income. Just remember, living paycheck to paycheck, you need certain things. You need help. So you go to findhelp.org. If you live in the United States, that's where you're going to find the help. I've been talking about this for 2 years. All right. You have mental health, 211 on your phone, 211.org, if you know somebody that needs help that way. But Matthew Lesko has done it. He's come out with some business help now. You might need some funding. You might need some help how to start a business. You might need mentorship, entrepreneurship. You might need some little help for filling out the forms. It's free. But here's what you have to do. LeskoLovesAI.com /. How do you spell Lesko? LESKO.com. I'm sorry. LESKO lovesai.com / business. All right. That's simple. Go there, put in your zip code. If you're thinking about starting a business or not, at least you can get some free help and free help with the paperwork to get funding. It could be in your city. Just saying. It's a beautiful thing when you have free help and you can get hands-on instead of me talking or other people talking and then saying, go get my course. I don't have a course. This is the no guru zone. All right. The other guys do that kind of thing. Just go see the people that are doing it. Okay. Or the people that's just going to tell you how to do it. It's that simple. No courses. Tell you how to do it because we make money, right? Why am I going to have courses? Just asking for a friend that is living in paycheck to paycheck territory. You don't have money to buy a course. Speaking of that, I was so excited about my website, the AI. Then they started charging me money. I was like, you know what? I was so excited. I wanted to show you guys because I tried to upload it. And that's when something came up. And it's like, oh, they're trying to charge me? At first it said it was free and all this because I was a long-term customer. It might have been free for a month maybe. But in reality, it was just another money-making venture for them. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that. So now we'll be back to the generic type of website eventually. Probably this weekend I'll do it. I'll do a new website because I have to scrub the whole thing. In fact, I got to change servers. I'm going to hang with the big boys. Why not? That way, I don't even have to pay for my business account. Just saying. All kind of things going on in today's world. They got to siphon money from people any which way. Just remember that. And remember, anything made with AI, you cannot copyright. So if you make a website with AI, somebody else steals your website. Just saying. And it's you don't own the source code. So just letting you know, that's the problem with AI. It's not there's no ownership. And you can't steal somebody else's ownership and put it into AI and say, hey, I took a picture of a painting. So then I put it into AI machinery and tell it to print me out this picture and then go get a lithograph of the picture, put it up on your wall and start selling it. Let's just say if you're in China, that's okay. Let's say you can actually do it. But by rights, that's not legal. You should be paying people for their ownership. You got to give them their money, say a license fee, or how much can I pay you to allow me to resell this? That kind of conversation. Otherwise, it's stolen. This is why people don't like you taking pictures in their stores anymore, especially if they design something or create something, because it's stolen. I've had people tell me this already over the last few years. People AI it, steal it, and then put it on the web and sell it right next to the original person to take sales from the original person, because obviously they're going to sell it for way less. People do this with books, everything, because AI can copy almost everything as long as you put it in and say, hey, make it like this, or this is what it is, recreate it for me. And that's the downfall. But don't worry, there's always going to be a change. They're going to call it AI. They're going to put it in the system, because otherwise publishing houses, distributors are going to lose tons of money if they just allow free AI to sell in their marketplace for a third of the price. They're not going to make money. So, of course, there's going to be some changes at the top. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a very good weekend. Be safe out here, because you never know what's going on, what somebody's going through. They might have just got laid off yesterday, laid off tomorrow. Or be like that guy that's on ESPN, Ryan Clark, who was doing his ESPN show. During the show, I believe somebody texts him saying, sorry to hear about you losing your job. He's at the job doing the show and finds out he's fired while doing the show. That's crazy work. What world we live in. I'm just saying, be safe out here. You better have some other streams of revenue coming in, because otherwise it's going to be a long, cold, long winter, harder summers. And hopefully I gave you some information. A lot of you heard this already, and I'm very happy you were here. Hopefully these recall notices, you guys got them in the chat room. Make sure that you share with other people, share on some of your social media platforms, and I'll see you guys on another day. But as you know, I love you very much. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. Unfortunately, it's going to get harder. There's a consolidation in America. It's called artificial intelligence. Whether it's going to be data centers, whether it's going to be the everything that we're doing right now can be artificially done. So they don't need you at a work site. So you must have something that somebody else wants to use. So you're going to be renting for life. And you're going to love it. So who do you want to, don't you want people to rent from you? If that was an option, right? Because otherwise you're going to be a consumer. Consumer is going to run out of money. So this living paycheck to paycheck thing is just a wake-up call, but you better figure out something fast, because in the next 2 years, if these guys hit the holy grail, which they will in the next 2 years, with AI is already taking jobs, but they're going to get to a scale level where it's going to be 90, well, I'll put it this way. In 2028, I expect 60% of jobs to be bye-bye. What does that mean? What does that look like? That looks like we're going to be down to 120 to 110 million jobs on jobs reports. A third of the country will not have a quote unquote job that they go to. Do you understand where this goes? Clip it. See me in 2028. All right. Be safe out there, like I said. Have a good weekend. And no matter what you do out here, make sure that you always keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.